A Jeopardy champion has spoken out about his thoughts on its prestigious tournament not going ahead. On Instagram, past Jeopardy winner Sam Kavanaugh uploaded an interview with news outlet Scripps News Tonight. In the interview, game show pro Sam spoke in support of Jeopardy's decision to postpone the tournament amid the ongoing writers' strike. The champion said, "The risk I think is twofold. Not crossing a picket line is an important thing, but there's also a risk of just the quality of the show not being up to standard." He explained, "The writers are the heart of that show, and recycling clues just means that people have seen them before. Maybe it's memorized by a certain player. Maybe they're not up to the same quality for today's audiences. I think there's a great worry that it just wouldn't be as good of a tournament." Sam captioned his social media post, "A number of Jeopardy champions are choosing to boycott the upcoming TOC in solidarity with the striking writers, who, IMO, are the heart of the show. Scripps News Tonight interviewed me last Friday and gave me the opportunity to share my thoughts on the matter. Strike solidarity. The 2023 tournament was called off until the strike ends, as announced by Sony last week. The decision came after, or perhaps as a result of, the annual tournament's frontrunners uniting and bowing out as opposed to crossing the picket line." Canadian contestant Ray Lalonde, who won 13 games in the winter, blew the whistle on Reddit. Ray, a Toronto-based scenic artist and union member, posted a viral plea titled, "Starting the season during the WGA strike." He wrote, "There are now credible reports that the producers are making contingency plans to start filming the next season of the show with old or recycled material if the WGA strike remains unresolved. I have informed the show's producers that if the strike remains unresolved, I will not cross a picket line to play in the Tournament of Champions." The other frontrunners for this fall's scheduled edition of the annual $250 K Winners Tournament, including Chris, Hannah, Ben, and Troy, followed suit and bowed out until an agreement with the WGA had been reached. Hannah Wilson replied on Reddit, "I'll stand with you, Ray. A TOC with all recycled clues doesn't sound like much fun to play in, anyway." According to a subsequent statement obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, Jeopardy never had any intention of producing the coveted match during the strike. Not KNOUGH. The Writers Guild of America, or WGA, announced on May 1st that it was going on strike after weeks of talks with Netflix, Amazon, Sony, and more all fell through. Picket lines assembled the following day as writers protested over their contracts and pay. At the time, Ken was criticized after he promoted his book after returning to tape the show during the WGA writers' strike. His co-host, Mayim Bialik, 47, opted to step back from filming the regular episodes from May 16th to May 19th in a show of support for the strikers. On Twitter, he wrote, "My book 100 Places to See After You Die comes out in less than a month. And it's also going to be available as an audiobook. Pre-order your copy today and start listening on June 18th.